Greetings and bright blessings, my friends. How are we all doing? I hope wherever in the world you are, whatever it is you've been up to so far today, I hope that you can take a couple of minutes to sit down, to chill, and to join me and whoever else joins for this session in connecting with your soul, your higher self, your spirit team, those that are allies to you in the higher dimensions, to help you get back on track, to get grounded, centered, cleared of what isn't serving you, and in a much better place to allow your intuition to guide you to what is best for you. My name is Holly Charles of Holly's Holistic Healing and Events, and I am a channel, a medium, a mystic, a healer, a holistic health practitioner, and a teacher and a guide to those who are on their journeys of spiritual awakening and exploration, helping you tune in and connect to who it is you incarnated to be, and to cut through all that is weighing you down, holding you back, helping you put down whatever it is that you are carrying, and to see the gold and the lessons in all of the obstacles that you've had to face, all of the lessons you've had to go through, and really embrace your magic. So let me know where in the world you're watching from. If you fancy doing that, let me know. If you're here live, say hello. If you're catching the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments below, and connect. Now I'm gonna do things a little bit differently this evening. I'm gonna start with a little tarot card pull for the collective. So whether you are watching this live, whether you're watching this week, or whether you're actually catching the replay months, even years from now, let yourself be open-hearted and open-minded and see what resonates with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but there's always a purpose to being drawn to these videos. There's always a reason that you are drawn to the work that I do, or you stumble across a live video in your feed, or whenever this may arrive in front of you, there is a reason for it. And so, allow yourself to be open to receive and experience whatever that is. Okay, so there's no comments coming up on my phone. We had this issue a couple of weeks ago, so I'm just going to open the group up on my computer. This camera is very close to my face. I look very shiny. But there we go. Just a lovely gift there of a close-up of my face for you all. Right, let me see if I can get some of the comments up, because normally I've got a few by now. Yes, here we go. Lulu's here. Hi Lulu, thanks for coming, lovely to have you. Tanya's here. Yes, Tanya. Wendy's here. Yes, Wendy, lovely to have you. Magical women here with me. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so glad you're here, Lou, because you messaged me a query and a question, and I just wanted to speak into that to see if it's beneficial for everyone else. We'll talk about that in a second. So Bernie says, hello, I'm here. Computer taking time to understand live. Yes, absolutely. My computer even crashed as it was loading up for me to be able to do this. So there's something going on. Something going on indeed. So so thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm going to give people a few minutes while I just chew the fat a minute. Now the reason, so bless Lulu, she messaged me and she asked whether I have ever experienced a parasite cleanse, and whether I rated it, what I thought of it. And actually on my Instagram feed, the algorithms have shown me a few things about this recently. And so what I wanted to say, and this is beneficial for everybody to hear, is that yes, I have done a parasite cleanse twice in my life, and it has been an absolutely game changing thing for my energy levels, for my health overall. It was completely like a full body reset for me. Really helped me overcome health issues that I was navigating and negotiating, because what we don't realize, we are an ecosystem in ourselves. The human body is made up of, there's more microscopic beings that make up our bodies than actually human body. Okay, we are made up of so many different organisms, the majority of which are beneficial to us, but often we pick up ones that are not, and often our food cravings and our mood swings and problems that we have with our hormonal cycles and, you know, all other things can be influenced by you know, by parasites that, you know, take up residence, and we can live with these things for years and years and years without knowing that our skin issues are because of them. You know, our abnormal menstrual cycles and severe cramping during our time of the month can be down to them. You know, we can get, you know, really severe sort of dandruff and you know, all sorts of issues, right? All sorts of issues, let alone the gut health issues, which then directly impact our immune systems and our nervous system and everything. So I highly recommend once a year to do one of these cleanses, you know, to give yourself an overhaul, because not only are you taking, you know, I've done herbal approach, herbal remedies. There's lots of different ones out there depending on what you need. I highly recommend finding yourself a kinesiologist or something like that who can muscle test to see which would be most suitable for your body energetically and everything else. I can't remember the name of the last one that I did. But basically, while you're doing that, it's done over a period of weeks. You know, the tincture that I was using, it's done over a period of weeks where you have it twice a day, every day. But then you're also cutting out the bad foods for you, which is beneficial in itself. But all the things that are making you sluggish, making you lethargic, slowing your systems down within your body. So you're cutting out, you know, you're cutting out sugar, processed foods like flour, all kind of things that are going to be lowering your vibration. So in terms of, you know, if you are on a spiritual path and you are looking to raise your frequency for whatever reason, whether it is to improve your, you know, psychic abilities, you know, whether it is just to get more in tuned and healthier and more connected to source, you know, cutting out these things really catapults you forward on that journey. Okay, so yeah, highly recommend it. It can help with all manner of different things, so go and look into it, check it out. So I hope that answers the question for you, Lou. Yeah, I've done a few, like I said, find a kinesiologist or a herbalist or someone in your area that they can talk you through the options. Some of them are crazy expensive, but some of them are actually really affordable. So check that out. I wouldn't just go on Amazon and find one without doing your research. You know, so, you know, don't take this as the green light to go and just find one now and order it and get on it. You need to seek advice first, but I do highly recommend doing that. Okay, so no, so Bernie says, by parasites you're talking about bacteria. No, not necessarily bacteria, although, you know, you can have good bacteria, bad bacteria, but it's more to do with, like, oh, there's a card jumped as I started shuffling, more to do with, like, different kinds of worms and different things like that. I mean, I've had bacterial infections that I've had to clear up, but there's also other types of parasites that can be living within you and off you and things like that as well. So yeah, so right, I've shuffled the deck of cards, and let's see what jumped out. The Hermit. The Hermit is the card that jumped out. We're using my Rider-Waite deck today, which is my no-nonsense deck, right? This is the one that does not mince its words. Thumbs up from Bernie, thank you. And you're very welcome, Lou, absolutely, anytime. So this is my Rider-Waite deck. This is the no nonsense deck, as I said. So this is the one that will speak the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. And the Hermit is all about withdrawing. Okay, it is about taking some alone time to reflect, to analyze, to take stock of what's been going on around you, perhaps what it is that you've been working towards. It's about taking some time to regulate your own energy and not people please, not jump through the hoops that everyone else wants to do. You know, if you feel that you're being overwhelmed by too much peopling going on, too much people pleasing, too much bending over backwards, too much trying to fit in, or just be in spaces and places that don't feel great to you energetically, you know, we are very prone to overwhelm, particularly those of us who are more empathic or more psychically sensitive. You know, we are very prone to overwhelm and absorbing other people's energies and other people's emotions. So this is a hall pass. This is a permission slip to actually just, why not have the night in? Why not take some time to just don't make any plans outside of the things that you have to do, just for a little minute, so you can actually sit and be and allow whatever needs to come into you to come into you. Because the thing about the Hermit as well, this is a very spiritual card. This is about you know, if you think about the Hermit, the man that lives up in the cave in the mountains, that's taken himself away for solitude, to deepen his connection with the divine, to deepen his connection and his understanding of God and his place in things. Okay, so there is this big, you know, what could be happening for you right now is this big realization, this big shift in your awareness, and this deepening of your spiritual connection, this deepening of your wisdom and sense of self. Perhaps it feels really expansive and you have to adjust a minute. You have to take a minute to allow that to integrate with your day-to-day life and your day-to-day routines, and perhaps the people and the places and the things that you used to do and places you used to go and the people you used to spend time with, perhaps their frequency feels a bit abrasive to you right now because you are in this opening, flowering, expansive phase. So it's absolutely okay to withdraw for a little while, to enjoy the quiet and the solitude. And you know, we're going into the colder, darker months now. We're going into winter, which we need to honor. You know, you have to honor that period within which Mother Nature withdraws, that period within which life just goes to sleep for a bit. And when you push against nature and that natural desire to withdraw and find quietness, all kinds of stress and anxiety and feelings of detachment can happen. So this card is really about connecting with yourself, connecting with your deeper awareness of your divinity, and just being with that for a time, and allowing your light to guide you to the places that you need to be, with the people that you should be with, trusting in divine timing, trusting in your intuition and the nudges from the universe. The synchronicities and the signs are going to come into you and guide you to where you should be. You will attract the people towards you that you need to be in contact with. So don't just be on the hamster wheel of behaviors taking place just because that's the way that you've always done it. You know, we are creatures of habit. We literally have tens of thousands of thoughts every day that happen just because they're programmed to happen, because they happen every day. Okay, so this is a time to start really reflecting on, you know, your lifestyle, the you know, all of the things that I've said, the people you spend time with, the places that you go. Reflect, are these in alignment now with who I am and who I'm becoming, and what, you know, what my life is evolving towards, and feel into whether that resonates with you, whether you still want to continue these behaviors, or whether it's time for something new. And when we get out of that automatically doing things just because that's how we've always done them, it allows our intuition to pipe up and say, well, why don't you go over here instead? And, you know, you'll be amazed at the doors that open to you, the magic and miracles that happen, the new connections that help move you towards the person that you want to be and the person that you are flowering into, blossoming into, the highest version of yourself, the person you incarnate to be. And then you will be led to your soul family, your soul tribe, and you know, the mission that you came here to fulfill. It'll all land in your lap when you get off the hamster wheel and actually take some time to be conscious and intentional with your choices and your habits. The Hermit is also number 9, which is one of the most spiritual numbers that there is. The 9 is the end of a cycle. Okay, it's the last number before it goes back to 1 in the in numerology. So 9 is the completion. It's the culmination of your experiences up until this point. So it's a really good time to take stock. What are you going to carry forward with you into the next chapter of your life, and what are you leaving behind? And you know, being intentional about that is powerful stuff. So when the next chapter begins, you're not going to be repeating the same mistakes. You're going to be, you know, carrying the wisdom from what you've gained and what you've learned with you as like a badge of honor, if you like. You know, up leveling to the next stage, the next level. So I hope that resonates. Let me know if it does. Let me know if it does, and yeah, if it does, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me some comments. All of these help with the algorithm, or like all interactions help with the algorithm, which I really appreciate, because it means that, you know, it helps me connect with more people and serve more people. So yeah, the Hermit, beautiful, beautiful card. Wendy says, what was the deck you used last week in person? What deck did I use last week in person? Was it a tarot deck or an oracle deck, Wendy? Remind me. I have a feeling it was my Legacy of the Divine. Was it a tarot deck or was it an oracle deck? I cannot remember. What was the card? Honestly, I've slept since then. I haven't retained a memory of what that card was. Oh, Diane is here, my cousin. Hello, Diane. Lovely to have you. Lovely to have you on here. I love you. I hope that you're well. It's been ages. Yes, so good to have you here. So, Benny says, yes, it resonates. Good. I'm so glad that it resonates. Tarot, it was the Legacy of the Divine then, by Chiro Marchetti. I've actually got the guidebook here. Random. No such thing as random, is there? I was emptying out a box of stuff earlier and this happened to land on my desk. So it was obviously for a reason. It's called Gateway to the Divine. This is my Old Faithful tarot deck. Is the one that I have used the longest. It has, well, I've been doing tarot readings with that deck for about 18 years now. So it's built up a lot of energy as well, but the artwork is stunning. His interpretation of the tarot is beautiful. I've actually got 3 of his decks. He is a master of his craft, and I have got 3 of his decks, and they're all absolutely stunning, but that one is my favorite. That's the one that I always go back to. So yeah, if it helps you. They were out of print for a little while. I think they are reprinting now. They are on the more expensive side as tarot decks go. I think they're about £50–60, but you are able to buy them secondhand, so have a little look. We pulled the 7 of Cups with the sunflowers in the cup. Yes, I do remember. It is Legacy of the Divine, because they were golden and there was lots of fruits. I do remember. Yeah, so it is that deck, Gateway to the Divine, also known as Legacy of the Divine. Isabella Lomax is in the house. Hello, lovely to have you here. So good to have you here. I hope all is well with you and everything is going well and smoothly. You're very welcome, Wendy. Not a problem at all. My absolute pleasure. So how are we doing? We've been here a little minute already. For those of you that are new here or that have turned up for the meditation and it's like, this girl is just talking about tarot and I actually came here for meditation, we are getting to that now. Okay, I just wanted to give you something to help you have something to focus on during the meditations, apart from obviously the guidance that I provide, but something perhaps to reflect on or to you know, to ask for guidance about. So how can you embody the archetype of the hermit at this time in your life, to assist you in your journey, whatever level that might be, whether it's your healing journey, whether it's your spiritual journey, whether it's a mental health journey, or a relationship journey, whatever that is. You know, however this, you know, can apply to your life right now. You know, ask what is in the way, ask what is blocking you from connecting with this and the wisdom of this archetype. So we are going to be doing 3 guided meditation practices this evening, okay, or morning or afternoon, whenever you might be watching the replay. So we are going to be starting with the grounding, to get ourselves out of our head into our body, you know, really relax into our breathing, allow our body to just relax a minute, allow our nervous system a minute just to reset itself, get out of that fight or flight, shut down those stress hormones, be fully present for a moment. And you know, we are going to be, you know, connecting with Mother Earth's energy. And then our second meditation is going to be about raising our frequency, raising our vibration, clearing our energy field, and, you know, clearing, releasing what we're carrying that doesn't belong to us, that it served its purpose, and it's time to release anything stagnant, heavy, not ours. Just gonna cleanse that in the second meditation, and use that as an opportunity while our frequency is raised to send some love and light and healing out to the collective, because oh boy, do we need it right now. We are in a very volatile state energetically, and I mean collectively now, like the human race. So so do a bit of love out there to the world. And then the third and final practice is going to be, again, grounding, calling all of our energy back to us and putting on some protection and stepping into our power, so we are not influenced by the energies outside of us that are not ours to deal with, and so we are able to hold the light to help affect positive change on the earth. And yeah, to really feel courageous, feel powerful, feel capable of doing what it is that we need to do right now. You know, we have so much support around us in the unseen realms and the higher dimensions, and you know, it's time we started leaning into that and connecting with that and connecting with the power. You know, we are wearing human suits, we are light beings, we are souls with bodies, not bodies with souls, and we need to remember our power and the wisdom that we have within us all. And so the final meditation is helping us to step into that power and connect with that. So I hope you can stick around and be here for these practices to find benefit in them. So it might be nice, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you get yourself a glass of water or a drink next to you, because staying hydrated during these practices is really important. Also, make sure you've got a nice blanket or something cozy. Make sure you're not going to be disturbed if that is at all possible. I know that we have the odd cat that comes in, or a dog might jump up on your lap and snuggle into you, and that's all good. But make sure your phone's on silent, so notifications are going to come in and give you a fright. If you can, just push the door closed so no one's going to be in and out of the room, just to give yourself this minute, this half hour, 45 minutes, an hour maybe, just for yourself. Okay, now I'm going to try and stick to time, because you know, it's a weeknight, it's a school night, some of us have got work in the morning, some of us have got to get up for the school run and what have you. So we are gonna make sure that we wrap it up on time so we can go and get rested. And so yeah, when you're ready, my loves, it might be quite nice to grab an essential oil or something as well. Actually, grab your favorite crystal if you haven't already. Maybe put a little bit of music on in the background if you've got another device that you can put that on. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to play it here due to copyright infringement and all of that stuff. but you can put some on, and just give myself, and I'm going to give myself a minute here just to tune in and connect, and then we'll see what my guides bring in for us this evening in terms of the guidance for the meditation. I want you to just have an open heart and an open mind, and know that you're safe, that you're protected, and we're going to have a lovely relaxing journey, okay? Okie dokie. So, when you're sitting comfortably, we shall begin. When you're ready, just close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you to do so. And just start to bring your awareness to your breathing, okay? Notice whether your breath is shallow or deep, whether you're breathing from up in the top part of your chest, or whether you're breathing from down in your belly. And start to lengthen and deepen those breaths in a way that is comfortable for you, nice and slow in your increases, if that's even grammatically correct. Making your exhale just slightly longer than your inhale. Letting out some noises if you need to. And on your next exhale, I would like you to drop your shoulders down away from your ears. I want you to soften the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw, your tongue. Soften the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, and just breathe into softness. Breathe in peace, allowing your body to soften more and more with every out-breath, knowing that you are held, that you are safe. Giving yourself permission to let go of any tension you may be holding between your shoulder blades. You might want to just stretch out your neck just a little. Finding a gentle movement if that feels nice to you, if that helps get the energy moving for you. Perhaps softening your hips, softening into your sit bones, perhaps with your feet flat on the floor if you're sitting in a chair, perhaps just allowing your hands to drop out, palms up by your sides if you're lying down on the bed. Allowing any thoughts that pop in just to find their way out of you with your out breath. Breathing them away and staying present and with the task at hand. Softening more and more with every breath. Feeling yourself perhaps getting heavier as you relax and sink into the cushions or into the bed. Aware of the support of the chair or the floor or the sofa or the bed. And just connecting, aware of all of those points of contact. Aware of the sounds in the room around you, aware of the temperature of the room. Aware of the feeling of the air as it travels in through your nose and out through your mouth. feeling of the rise and fall of your chest. And back to those points of contact, the cushions or the pillows or the bed or the floor. And start to send your awareness downwards. Down into the earth. Perhaps using the visualization of roots traveling down into the earth like the roots of a tree. Perhaps conscious of traveling through the floorboards, the foundations of the building, through the bricks and the rock, into the nourishing, life-giving soil, the mud, the earth that is rich with life. Anchoring yourself as your roots travel down and out, helping to stabilize you, helping you to stand firm and steady, helping you to feel anchored into something so solid and so vast that you feel safe. Conscious that the earth below is a being that we call Mother Earth. That she has a bright, vibrant light at her center, her soul blooming and radiating light and love out to all of her children, all of the beings that live on this planet, those living in the earth, on the earth, in the waters of this planet, in the skies. She nourishes all of the food that we eat, causes every flower to blossom and bloom. And just like flowers, she allows us, gives us everything we need to blossom and bloom as her children. So connecting in with her energy, connecting with love and gratitude and appreciation. So we are part of nature. She provides us with all that we need. And the human race has taken so much. So we are just giving a little bit of love back to her. So using your breath now to perhaps send that love to her, that gratitude. And as you breathe in your next breath, start drawing her love back up into your body through your roots or through the connection you have with the ground below you. Breathing in that love, that power, that strength, that force allowing it to energize you, to strengthen you, so you feel empowered and strong, and you feel a deep connection through the web of life to nature itself and all that that encompasses, allowing the restrictive boundaries of our three-dimensional experience to melt away, connecting in a much more expansive way to the rest of life on earth. With unconditional love and compassion, perhaps bringing your awareness now to your heart, putting your hands over your heart if you feel drawn to do so, and just breathing this earth energy into your heart space, allowing your mind to be filled with beautiful images of forests, trees, rivers, the color of our heart center. Our heart chakra is often seen as a green light, a green frequency. So visualize around yourself this beautiful green vegetation, this lush plant life in a vibrant forest, if that's what calls you. It's clearly what calls me, as I keep saying that. Just visualizing this beautiful green energy of your heart center expanding and opening. The space of unconditional love for yourself, for others, for all that is, was, and ever shall be. Because you are connected to all of it. You are a part of it all. And just allow that to settle in. Allow that energy, how this feels, to settle into every cell of your body. Connecting with the light that you are emitting, because you are made of light. And just take a few deep breaths here to ponder and reflect on how this may make you feel, what this brings to your mind. And when you're ready, I want you to slowly start to find some gentle movement. Whether that is just slowly moving your fingers and your toes, perhaps if you're sitting up, finding a gentle sway, rotating your spine, perhaps moving your shoulders or your neck, just finding what feels good. Bringing yourself back into your physical body, aware of it all. perhaps again feeling the temperature of the room around you, the sensation of the bed or the sofa or the chair beneath you. And when you feel like you are back in the room and back in your body, when you feel ready, open your eyes. Again, have a stretch if you need to. You might feel like putting your hands on the floor or on the soles of your feet. You might want to give yourself a nice hug, whatever feels good. I urge you to grab a drink and have some water or whatever you've got handy. And when you feel ready to do so, let me know how you're feeling. You know, compare it to how you were when we sat to begin the session today. How are you feeling now? You know, just write a couple of words as a comment. I'd be really grateful for you to leave some comments. Let me know how you're feeling, how that was for you, if there was anything that particularly stood out for you, any particular way of looking at something that perhaps was new to you that you are going to perhaps carry forward with you, that's like a really good takeaway from that. Let me know what that is. Share it in the comments. It might be beneficial for others to hear that as well. So while I'm waiting for the comments to start coming in, I'm just going back to, I didn't see the comment Isabella left before we jumped into the meditation. Isabella said definitely guidance needed. Well, I'm glad that it resonated with you. I'm glad that it was what you needed to hear, and I hope that it was helpful for you. I think we all need to do a bit of that life admin stuff sometimes, that analysis of why we do things. So yes, let me know how you are all doing. So that meditation was a little bit different to how I normally guide the grounding. Similar, always similar, but today was slightly different. Now, you know, I should have stated before we started, for anyone that's new, you know, I am, you know, I've said I'm a medium, I'm a channel, I'm a clairvoyant, a psychic, however you want to describe that. You know, there's lots of different arms to it, but my main clair sense is my clairvoyance. Though I say that, yeah, I'm very visual. I'm very visual, and so when I describe the meditations, I do so in a visual way, but not everyone is like that. So if you struggle to follow the visualization or struggle to visualize the things that I'm describing, just use them as a guidance, a suggestion. Give your higher self permission to run with whatever it is that is needed, that is going to be most beneficial for you, because that's the intention is everything. Okay, now I can see some comments popping off, so I'm just going to have a little look. So Bernie says, more calm but hard to ground myself tonight. That's interesting. But I'm glad that you feel more calm. I wonder why that grounding is a bit difficult for you today. Tanya says, I connected with the Hermit when grounding. That's great. That's a lovely idea. I think definitely when we're going to be doing our protection at the end, that we're going to be bringing this visual in of the Hermit. Wendy says, much less stressed, but freezing. Well, grab yourself a blanket or a shawl or something cozy and comfy. Now, our temperature can drop, very similar to when we go and have a reflexology session or something like that. When we start to relax, our body temperature does actually drop. Has anyone else, I can't even get my words out. Has anyone else had that experience when they've gone for reflexology or a Reiki or a healing session of some kind, and as they start to relax, they start to feel really, really cold? That, you know, that's the body relaxing. So make sure you can get nice and cozy now. Wendy, we want you to be comfy. Comfort is queen, as I always say. Bernie says, lots going on emotionally. Yes, clearing off your late mum's house. That is tough. physically tough, emotionally tough, mentally tough. So yeah, that would explain it. And just going back to Wendy, sorry to hear that you're stressed. I'm glad that you're less stressed now. I'm glad this is ticking the boxes. One of the benefits, obviously, that people come to meditation for is to help with stress. So I'm glad that that has been helpful for you. Wendy says, I'm in bed with the dog. Well, that sounds like heaven to me. Absolutely gorgeous. So snuggle up a bit closer, get nice and warm with doggy snuggles. Love it. Oh, a thought came into me then and it's gone again. What was I gonna say? No, I don't know. I can't remember. So once everyone feels like they've landed, a minute after that, and they're feeling nice and good, Bernie says, yeah, body temperature changes every time receiving therapy healing. Yeah, my temperature like plummets. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to start to begin our preparations for our next meditation. So this is the energy clearing. So this, we are also going to connect in now. Oh, I'm just going to show me back a bit, get more comfortable. So this is going to include what I call the cleansing breath. So I'll talk you through it as we're doing it, but I want you, and again, if you're not so visual, that's okay. If you're not a very visual person, just the intention is powerful enough. But if you can visualize it, you're breathing in a white light and breathing out what isn't serving you anymore. Okay, now we're also going to call in our team of ancestors, angels, allies and helpers to help us with this. Okay, now this is where emotions can sometimes come up. This is where the monkey mind can sometimes really come in and start kicking off. So, you know, with regards to the monkey mind, just greet it with a smile when you notice it. That's absolutely fine. If the day-to-day thoughts start coming in, that's okay. Just when you recognize it, catch it, bring it back to that cleansing and that clearing breath. Okay, and there's multiple ways that this can be done, so we'll see what guidance comes through, what I can offer actually as we're going through this. And then we are going to, as I said earlier, send the light out to where it's needed. Now, if you get cut off before we complete this meditation, go back to grounding yourself. You know, call your energy back to you, if that makes any sense to you, because this raising of frequency can open up your sensitivity. Okay, so which is why we, you know, or one of the other reasons why we close down and we put protection on at the end, because when you raise your frequency, it's like expanding your satellite dish, so you are more sensitive to receiving energetic information, vibrational frequencies, okay, like a sponge. So just do your grounding and hop back on when you can, and perhaps repeat these later once the replay is available if you feel open and anxious or just a bit buzzy, or you know, everyone feels these things differently. So yeah, just as a safety point there for your well-being. Responsible, got to be responsible, okay? Got to be responsible with this stuff. So when we start, we're going to start as we did before, relaxing the body, all of that stuff. We'll only begin the white light, the cleansing light breaths when I start talking you into it, okay? So I hope everyone can hear me okay. My phone keeps popping up saying connection slow, so I hope I don't keep stopping and starting. Okay, so when you are ready, if you could start by taking a nice deep breath and closing your eyes. immediately begin to lengthen and deepen those breaths. And on an out breath, dropping those shoulders down away from your ears, softening the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw, your tongue, softening the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Using your breath as an anchor, as a point of focus to help you keep on track, to help you stay focused on the task at hand. But remember, don't judge yourself for the possibility of the monkey mind coming in and throwing in intrusive thoughts. Things may pop into your awareness as we start to cleanse our energy, to clear our energy. That are things that need to be cleansed, that need to be cleared, that need love and healing sent to them. Or they could just be day-to-day things, and that's okay. Just imagine blowing them away like a cloud or a bubble, okay? To let them just pop. If it is something important that you need to come back to, just put a mental pin in it so you can come back to it, okay, after the session. So just continuing to breathe in and out in a way that's comfortable for you. We've all got a different breathing range, right? So just whatever is comfortable for you. Perhaps placing your hand on your heart for a moment, connecting with love as we ask our higher self, our soul self, for assistance in this act, as we call in our ancestors, angels, allies, and ask for their assistance in helping us to clear and release whatever isn't serving us anymore, and with the activity that we are about to undertake, shall I say, with love and gratitude, knowing that their assistance has already been given. They've already helped with this. Trust, believe, and receive their support and their guidance as we start to visualize our in-breath as beautiful, white, radiant light traveling into our body, collecting up what needs to be cleared and either dissolving it there and then, or allowing us to breathe it out on an out breath, trusting that it's going to go wherever it's going to be beneficial, and breathing in that beautiful white light, that radiant light of unconditional love, of source energy, breathing out what isn't serving us, breathing out what is stagnant, old energy, old stories, old beliefs, any energy that is not helpful to our journey and where we are right now. With love and gratitude for however it served us in the past, but now we are clearing it out to make way for the new. So just continue this, breathing in and out, moving your awareness around your body, moving that white light around, making sure that you leave no stone unturned, as it were. Just moving your awareness around the inside of your physical body, breathing light into these spaces, perhaps lingering in areas where you can feel tension or tightness, or where you have discomfort in your body. Any areas you know that are not in perfect health. Asking, knowing, trusting that the energy is being harmonized, that it is finding perfect balance. It may be helpful to visualize this white light moving around your body like warm, soapy water, cleansing and washing its way around. But with every breath in that you take, be aware that your frequency is increasing, that the light that your light body is emitting is increasing, glowing brighter, sparkling and radiant. Making sure to pay attention from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Breathing in that beautiful white light, breathing out what needs to leave right now. Perhaps it's things that don't even belong to you, perhaps things that you've picked up off other people. Perhaps imagining this light travelling up and down through your chakras in turn, so that there is a light travelling up and down your spine as you breathe in and out. Perhaps breathing a white light into any injuries that you have, seeing the tissues repairing themselves. Breathing in beautiful white light, breathing out what needs to go. As Ralph Smart from Infinite Waters might say, breathing in that good ass prana and allowing that prana to revitalize your body. Allowing your intuition to lead you to where it is that you need to heal. And if you feel that your body is now lit up enough, bring your awareness to your heart center for a moment and allow that light, that divine light, to dance with the energies of your physical body within your heart. That beautiful Mother Earth energy that we connected with and called into our bodies in the first meditation. Imagine these energies dancing together now in your heart center, like the yin and the yang. Continuing to breathe the beautiful light. So now this light travels from your physical body, and as you breathe out now, you're breathing light through your energy field, imagining that your aura is like a bubble and you are breathing white light out into this bubble, and this bubble around you, this auric field around you, is filling up with white light, and this white light is continuing the clearing, the cleansing, the dissolving as it travels around and swims around your body. It can be clearing and dissolving any thought forms, any vibrational frequencies or stagnant energy that has accumulated in your energy field from your thoughts throughout the day, from being in close proximity to other people, from the words that you have spoken that perhaps have not been the kindest, towards yourself or to others. All of this energy can linger in your energy field. So just see this white light now that you're breathing in and out, just moving its way around that energy field around your body, just cleansing and clearing everything that isn't helpful, that isn't beneficial, that isn't serving you, so that the energy around you is also illuminated. The space around you is also cleansed and cleared. Up above your body, down below your body, and round and around and around. Perhaps having your hands open on your lap or by your sides, inviting healing energy to radiate from you or to travel towards you for help in whatever way that it is needed in this time, whether it is for your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, whether it's for your mind, your body, or your spirit. And just allow this white light to assist you in all the ways that it can, communing perhaps with your team of helpers and allies, inviting them in to help and assist you and your highest good. And as we ask for any leftover energy, any residual frequencies to radiate out from you, seeing your light glowing brightly like a candle flame, like a candle in the dark, aware now of the rest of the people connected right now, whether you're watching this live or not, it doesn't matter. Time and distance mean nothing really. Connecting to their light, their bright lights, their other candle flames burning brightly, sending love to them, light to them, conscious and aware of perhaps the other people, other creatures that you have in your home or living close to you, sending this love and this light out to their souls, to their hearts, to help lighten their load, to help their spirits feel uplifted, to help them find a moment of peace in their busyness. Perhaps, like me, you have children sleeping nearby. Just imagine this white light washing over them, clearing anything that they've accumulated throughout the day, anything that isn't serving them right now. Traveling upwards and outwards and downwards into the earth. Aware now of not just the lights of those close to you and the lights of those meditating with us here this evening, but conscious of the fact that there are millions and millions of people sat in prayer right now, sat in meditation right now, focusing on raising their frequency, and picture all the little lights of their souls lighting up the entire planet. Imagine, picture, see the earth illuminated with this white light, this clearing, high frequency, unconditional love, helping every single creature on the earth to feel a moment of peace. A moment of support where they can forget about the weight that they're carrying, to see the beauty in all of the small things and the divine in everything. Breathing this beautiful white light in and out still, as the momentum, as the movement of the ebb and the flow of your breath causes this white light that's engulfing the planet to grow and to swell, as we connect with all the other beings breathing in and out in this moment. In the forests, in the oceans, in the trees and in the skies, in the rivers and the mountains, in the towns and the cities. This light connects us all, and every conscious breath of light that we breathe strengthens the light in others, raises the frequency for all, so that we can tip the scales in favor of light on earth, knowing that we have countless allies across all dimensions who wish to see us living happier, living healthier, living with more love in our hearts for each other. And just focusing on that amazing thought. That we are not alone right now in our practice of wishing for love and light to wash over the planet. And that by combining our intentions with all of the others, with similar thoughts, similar hearts, we can really make it happen so much more quickly. And we can impact radical, positive change in this time of uncertainty on earth. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. Just really taking in the implications of all of this. And start to bring your awareness and your energy back towards yourself. Gently returning to your body. Returning your consciousness back to your physical vessel. Bringing your awareness back to the UK, if you travelled outwards, back to Wales, back to, well, wherever it is in the world you are, travelling back towards your town, your home, the room that you're in. Gently back towards your body, calling all of you home. Perhaps placing your hands on your heart for a minute and just tuning into that unconditional love, grace, your true divinity, and then bringing your awareness back to your physical body once again, aware of the sensations in the room around you, aware of the temperature, the bed, the sofa, the chair beneath you. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, finding some movement, whatever feels good to you. Our bodies are not designed to sit still for too long, so if you feel a bit achy, you might want to have a stretch. You might want to go down on the floor and do a bit of child's pose, or a downward dog, or just a forward fold, just to stretch that back out a little bit. Whatever feels good to you. And just opening your eyes when you feel that it is right to do so. And jumping into the comments whenever you feel ready. Once again, let me know, what did you experience? How was that for you? Again, it's a little bit different in ways to how they've been previously. So let me know if there was any particular things that you enjoyed, that you couldn't get on with. What were the takeaways, your big takeaways from this experience? And I'm going to give you a minute, because I know sometimes it can take a while to settle back into your body. You're not going to want to look at a screen and start typing, and I appreciate that and I understand that. But once again, any hearts, thumbs up, any interactions at all is going to help. It's going to really help get this visible to others that may find it beneficial, and the more people do these practices, the better for themselves and for others. So some of you may be asleep. That's not uncommon to happen depending on where you're meditating this evening. If you are finding benefit from this, you might feel like sharing it with a friend afterwards. That would be really deeply appreciated. Yeah, I would be grateful for that. Let me know how you're doing. And thank you again for being here. I deeply appreciate you spending this time with me. You could be doing anything else, to be honest, so super grateful, super grateful. So I been aware of a few new helpers, allies, teammates, guides working with me lately, being very drawn to galactic influences, if I can say it that way. I've got to be careful what you say on Facebook. And it is changing the way I'm able to visualize and see things. I think it's giving me a much more multi-dimensional awareness. You know, my channeling is coming in much more powerfully, much more intensely. And I think that this is a shift that's happening for everybody, not just myself. Like, I'm not special. I'm not special. Well, no more than all of us are. You know, we're all special. But I really feel that there's this big change happening with how I'm receiving, and you know, we all are connected to source. We all have the ability to receive different things. So I'm interested to know, especially with the Hermit card coming up, and this being, you know, our relationship with our divinity, whether other people are experiencing like this acceleration or this intensifying of their perceptions, but also whether there's like an expansion of their field of awareness when it comes to other dimensions, if that makes sense. Like it may not. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It might be a bit like too vague or too esoteric, but I would love to hear how your experiences are changing, and particularly those of you who have started doing these meditations regularly with me. Like, what is changing for you as a result of doing these things? You know, I'd love to hear and have a conversation about that, because yeah, it's great to connect with people for these meditations, for the sessions, and hearing about what you're experiencing. But how is that impacting your life away from sitting in meditation? You know, how is it positively impacting your life, or how is it impacting your life like away from this setting of doing this with me here or in person at the farm? So I'm going to, right, Bernie says, yes, felt different but settled into a gentle light. Good. And that helped me ground and connect with other people of light. Good. That's what we like to hear. Thank you very much for that, Bernie. Lou said, you are very special. Well, thank you very much. As are you, as are we all. You know, I don't think, you know, I have developed these abilities. I had a really interesting conversation earlier talking about gifts, and how when you see something as a gift, you know, like an ability, seeing it as a gift, you take away the journey and the work that is taken for you to develop it. And the person in question was saying, you know, like, I think people that are more naturally sensitive to energies, more naturally clairvoyant and psychic and all of that kind of stuff, it's not that it's gifted to them, but they've developed that ability, or their awareness of that ability over lifetimes, so it's easier for them to tap into it, or it presents more naturally to them in this life. So by saying it's a gift, it takes away the hard work that they've put in over lifetimes to develop it, you know. It's like it was bestowed upon them rather than them working for it. And my gifts, my abilities, all of this that I have this connection to, you know, I got this through hard work. And it's not necessarily hard work, well, you know, it is when you have to go through several dozen dark nights of the soul, right? And you have to go through all of the deep dark shadow work every time you like level up and whatever. Like in that way, it's hard work. But you know, I wouldn't ever have considered myself in this life a natural medium or a natural psychic, although clearly I have had many past lives, as a witch, as a wise woman, as a mystic, as a shaman, as a guru, as a what's the word? There is a guy. I was like a potion maker in this medieval backdrop that I saw in one life, but the many different lives where I was connected to the magical and the mystical and lost my life for that, right? But in this life, it didn't come as naturally to me as some of those that are in my life that are around me. You know, I'm a life path 9, not a life path 11, and for life path 11s, it's like the connection and the doors are always open and always have been, whereas for me, I developed and honed my skills and strengthened that connection through regular sitting, through regular practice, through finding great mentors and teachers and actually, doing it. So when I say like I'm not special, what I mean is like you can all do this. You can all connect with this and develop and strengthen this, and maybe that is what you incarnated to do. And maybe, again, going back to the Hermit card, it's interesting that I'm talking about this. Like maybe that is what you need to do right now, is not pursue activities outside of yourself, but actually tune in and see what happens from strengthening that connection with your soul and your higher self. And I do these meditation sessions obviously that help with that. I run development groups and things. Starting in the new year, a lot of my psychic workshops are going to be open to the public. So I'm opening the doors to help people develop their psychic abilities if that's what they're interested in, that's what they want to do. I've got another workshop coming up at the end of November, 22nd of November, communicating and connecting with your spirit guides. If you feel drawn to that, like that might be really helpful for you, to help you along that path to connect with the abilities that we all have. So, and I'm aware, conscious of the clearing of the throat to help you express yourself, to communicate yourself, to stand in your integrity of who you came here to be, to not only talk the spiritual talk, but actually walk your spiritual walk, right? So, yeah, you were all capable of this, of being here and doing what I'm doing. And perhaps that's just what you're supposed to be doing, and perhaps that's why we've crossed paths, and perhaps that's why you're here watching this live tonight, is because you want to start being that change that you want to see in the world, and you want to use your spiritual connection to be able to do that. So if that's the case, let me know, and I would love to help you in that way. There's loads of things that I've got on offer, and loads of things in the pipeline as well. Obviously I'm doing tarot readings. If anyone wants a reading to find out a bit more information about what it is they can do to help, really strengthen that connection or move forward on their pathway or overcome any obstacles that are blocking that pathway for them, book a reading. I'd love to be able to help you in that way. But yeah, an interesting tangent, but I just felt that I needed to say all that. And interesting because the Hermit card came out, I think that it's all connected with that. So thank you team for inspiring me with those words, and I hope they're beneficial to you, and hopefully there's something that you needed to hear. I'm being really drawn in the Hermit card tonight to him holding the staff, and that's like a wand in the rest of the deck, which is about your journey. It's like you taking control of your journey and not just bobbing along and being influenced by outside forces or doing what you think you ought to do, that naughty word of should, right? What you should be doing. Ugh, don't like that. But doing what is best for you, what is best for the people around you, doing what you came here to do. Okay. So, and the comments are starting to come up. Oh, Sonia's here. Bless you, Sonia. Lovely to see you, beautiful one. And Tanya says, thank you. It so resonates. Well, I'm so glad that it does. It's obviously coming out for a reason. It always does. But you take control of your life now. Don't be influenced by external factors anymore. It's time for you to hold the light and let the light lead the way. Connect with your light and allow the light to lead the way. So Sonia, we've done our first 2 meditations. I pulled a card, as you can see, gone off on a tangent. Wendy says, I feel like you're talking to me. Well, that is a beautiful thing to hear. I'm so glad that it resonates. I'm so glad that it resonates. And actually, as I'm looking at this now, it looks as though, like, is it like mountain tops, and it's like surveying. It's surveying the landscape of where you've been, but you're like at the top. You're at the summit. You're at the top. The hardest part is already done in terms of your own journey. You've climbed that mountain. So I'm not keeping to time. It's 3 minutes to 10. So let's get on with our final meditation of the evening. You've come in at a wicked time, Sonia. We are just about to do our, protection and empowering kind of finale of this session. I do recommend, Sonia, going back to the beginning and watching from the beginning when you get a minute. It's been a really beautiful one tonight. So yeah, final one of the evening, my loves. You know the drill by now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Soften the muscles around your eyes, across your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw, your tongue. Softening the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. And we are immediately going to ground our energy back down. Roots into the earth, or even just sending your consciousness, your awareness, your attention down into the earth below, into the ground below. Anchoring yourself in, stabilizing and steadying yourself. Picturing, if it helps, a beautiful tree with the roots spread out wide and strong, working their way down into the earth and holding on tight. Imagine the roots just hugging and embracing that beautiful, life-giving, nourishing earth. And just staying there for a moment. Perhaps imagining the tree in a forest, hearing perhaps the bird song, the babbling noise of a river close by, life all around you. Connecting with that earth energy, grounding into that earth energy, and bringing it into your heart. Feeling yourself growing stronger and stronger as you bring that strength and that power up from your roots into your body. Seeing, almost visualizing, if you're able, the tree of life, where the roots that travel down into the ground and the earth are just as spectacular and expansive as the branches that reach up and out and wide into the sky. And when your roots are deep down in the earth, no matter how strong the storm, you will never be blown over. No matter how fierce the wind or heavy the rain, you'll never be uprooted. You'll never be moved. So from this imagery, this symbolism, see yourself standing firm, standing tall like this tree, holding your ground, literally and metaphorically. Perhaps visualizing yourself standing tall with your hands on your hips in what some people like to refer to as the superhero pose. Standing in this pose with your chest puffed out, your shoulders back, your hands on your hips, it actually changes the chemistry within your body and it helps you to feel more confident and more courageous. But just for good measure, let's ask our allies, our ancestors, to help us to feel strong, help us to feel brave, to feel confident. Help us to feel comfortable taking up space. Help us to feel comfortable stepping into our power. Help us to feel supported so that we never feel that we are facing any challenge alone. Allow yourself to lean into their support. And to embrace the confidence that comes from knowing hordes of ancestors are supporting you. People you've never met cheering you on. Proud of every step you've taken. Proud of every choice that you've made, even if you and your physical self and your ego believe that you have made mistakes, that you've done things wrong. Know that this was all part of the learning. This was all part of what you came here to experience, all setting you up with the wisdom and the knowledge that you have needed to allow you to step into your purpose. What you came here to do, the lives you came here to influence. Love yourself unconditionally and allow yourself to be loved unconditionally. Here to make waves. Here at this time on Earth's evolutionary journey, incarnated now at this pivotal point in history to make waves, to make a change, to be part of a movement of people stepping into spiritual awareness, of higher consciousness, and integrating that into their human lives, integrating that into the world. To lead by example and giving other people permission to do the same. To the sounds of cheers and applause from our ancestors, our guides and helpers. We are the brave ones who decided to incarnate now, and they honor us for that. Just take a deep breath for a moment. Feel this feeling. Lock this feeling into every cell in your body. Allow it to change your DNA if it is possible for it to do so. as we now call in protection from our teammates and allies to help protect our energy field, help protect our vibration. From any energies that do not belong to us, any energies that will not serve or assist us, anything that may dim our light. Now you may see this as a suit of armor being placed upon you, piece by piece. You may see this as a cloak now being placed around your shoulders, very similar to the cloak of the Hermit, but in whatever colour you need at this time that's going to be most beneficial to your energy frequency. See your spirit guides now passing you a staff to help you on your journey forward. See them passing you a lantern and a light to help light the way forward, trusting and knowing that their guidance, their nudges, their inspiration is going to come in whenever it is that you need it. And ask for courage and strength to act on those impulses, to act on that inspiration in the moment. And know that they are surrounding your energy field right now with another layer of protection, like a force field, a bubble. So you can hold this vibration, you can hold this light for as long as you can. Offering love and thanks for all that they do, in all the ways that they support you. For all the ways that they show up with signs and synchronicities and feathers, songs on the radio. Repeating numbers everywhere. And also thank them for continuing to do so as you go forward from this session this evening. Just place your hands on your heart once more if you haven't already. And we're going to finish this evening by taking 3 lovely deep breaths. One for your mind, one for your body, and one for your spirit in your own time. And when you're ready, start to bring your awareness to your surroundings once again, to the temperature of the room, to the feeling of the bed under you or the chair beneath you, behind you. Perhaps wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Perhaps putting your hands on your hips in that superhero pose, just to hold that confidence and that vitality for a few minutes longer. And when you feel ready to, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Let me know how you're doing. What resonated? What felt really good for you? What was a new way of looking at something? What's your biggest takeaway? Let me know how you're feeling. Now, back in a fortnight here online, I've got a few events coming up. I got a day retreat, a winter wellness day retreat coming up on Sunday the 3rd of November. That should be really amazing. I've got, like I said, the 22nd of November, I've got that Spirit Guide Communication evening coming up. I've got one place left on my Exploring Spiritual Landscapes retreat, the 8th to the 10th of November. I've got one space left, and I'm trusting that it's going to go to whoever it is meant to go to. It's going to be a really immersive and powerful weekend with beautiful people, beautiful visioning journey meditations. We're going to have my friend Gabi from Purple Dragon Therapy is doing a sound bath for us. Now, I've had a lot of sound baths in my time, but this woman, there is no one like her. I've never experienced any sound bath like I have with hers. The instruments that she has, the gongs that she has there, you know, she sourced them from incredible spaces. The energy that they oscillate, it's out of this world. I cannot express to you enough how powerful that is. I've got Jenny Fiennes-Giles from a Creative Rebellion, founder of a Creative Rebellion. She's going to be helping us create art to capture scenes and visions that we had during our journeys, to help us carry that with us as we go back into our lives, to help us really have profound and deep takeaways from the experience. So if this sounds like it's calling to you, please reach out to me and we can talk about you booking that space. Concession prices are available if money is an issue for you at the moment. I never want money to be a barrier or an obstacle to any of the work that I do. Those of you that come to my things that have worked with me before, you know this. So please don't let the price point stop you. If you feel that you need to be there, talk to me about it, okay? And we can come to some kind of arrangement over it. If you have got benefit from this evening, I would really appreciate you sharing it, tagging friends, saving it for later, perhaps recapping and redoing it again another day. It is going to be uploaded to my YouTube channel as well, so come and subscribe over there. Perhaps watch it. You can watch it on your TV or whatever. Put it up on there. I'd be really, really appreciative of that. You can also support me through Patreon, where you can get first looks at things that I've got going on. I've started doing these monthly tarot card readings for my members, and yeah, membership, you can even sign up as a free member to Patreon to get some of these perks, but also the different tiers start at £2, £5 and £10 a month, and I've got so much other exciting stuff in the pipeline to be able to be of service and assist as many people as I can. You know, I'm here to make waves, as we talked about today, as are you, but you know, the more people that I can engage with this content and the free content that I have, you know, the better it is for all of us. So so please engage, share, comment, consider coming and join me on Patreon, even if it's just as a free member, just to see what I've got going on over there. If you go to patreon.com/holistic_Holly, it's the same as my Instagram handle. You'll find me over there, and it would be really great to connect with you over there. So let's see. So Tanya says, superhero, so powerful, took away so much. Thank you. Good. I'm so glad. And that is my goal, is to give people tools for their toolkit. Right. So I'm so glad you got some good takeaways from it. Bernie says, feeling relaxed and tensions released. Good. Lulu says, so lovely, thank you. I always feel stronger after these meditations. I'm drawn to plant a rowan tree outside my bathroom. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I have got such a connection with rowan trees. Yes, in my life, lots of feathers and 1111s. Yay, lots of those magic signs from the universe. I love this, I love this, I love this. Bernie says, sorry, pressed enter before finished. Dress protected and mithril. Yes. Yes. For those of you who are not Lord of the Rings fans, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but Mithril is this beautiful, like, starlight armor, like starlight chainmail, silver light gold cloak, beautiful. Felt like a light hermit. Felt like a light hermit, dark red staff, beautiful, absolute. Oh, I just got a shiver down my spine, Bernie. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Wendy says, thank you so much. You're so welcome, Wendy. You're so welcome. I've thoroughly enjoyed tonight's session, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you. You know, there's no point me turning up and doing these things without you guys being here. And I really loved tonight's session, so I'm so grateful for you. If there's anything I can help with, if you've ever got any questions, I'm just a message away. I've got, like I said, lots of workshops coming up. Doors are opening to you know, psychic exploration and psychic arts workshops coming in January after the new year. There's loads of things upcoming that I've got going on as well. If I can assist you and you would like to like a one-to-one, readings are available, blah blah blah, all the stuff. I've said all that I need to say. So take the love and light of spirit with you tonight. Make sure that you remember to lean in. You need to ask for help for them to be able to get it, to give it. And yeah, oh, one more comment coming in. Oh, so good, Holly. Thank you, beautiful soul. This is Sonia. I don't know if I said that. We definitely need to ground and remember our protection. These energies are crazy, right? But what a time to witness Christ consciousness and feminine rising. Absolutely, sis. Thank you for your guiding light. You're so welcome. I couldn't have said it better myself. Definitely the grounding. The first meditation we did tonight, Sonia, it's about half hour into the video because I pulled the card first. We did a really beautiful grounding exercise connecting to Mother Earth, so you might want to go back and do that. But absolutely, you're so right. It is fundamental. It is paramount that we are grounding regularly, protecting regularly, because it's only going to get, the energy is only going to get more volatile and turbulent as the old structures begin to fall away for new ones to replace them and take their place and help us create the better world that we all came here to create. So prayers and love to all of you. Thank you, Bernie, for the hearts. Prayers and love to all of you, and I look forward to connecting with you again. I'll be back here in 2 weeks, so write it in your diary, set a reminder from 2 weeks time. Tell your friends, let's gather together, let's start a movement, let's make waves. Love you all deeply. Thank you, Tanya, and I shall speak to you all very soon. Nosta Cariad Mawr.